Hey everyone, my name is Brewer, and I'll be reading some selected storybooks for the story time that's going on here. I hope it goes well. I hope you all enjoy it, and these are some of my favorite when I was a kid, so that's what I thought I'd pick. So this is The War Between the Vowels and the Consonants by Priscilla Turner and pictures by Whitney Turner. It's dedicated to all the letters who perished in the Great War. For as long as any letter could remember, vowels and consonants had been enemies. Capital P's, which is what lowercase p's grow up to be, warn their children, never trust a vowel. The long and short of it is, they are sly, cunning, two-faced creatures. And every little A, E, I, O, or U knew better than to stray into consonant quarter. Who could imagine what horrible things a gang of roving consonants might do to an unsuspecting vowel? The vowels tended to be smug and stuck up. After all, there were fewer of them. Surely they felt that made them better than the consonants. An E at opera, imagine. For their part, the consonants thought all the vowels were sissies. Those silly vowel sounds, they would say, laughing to each other. Ah and ooh. What sort of noise is that for a letter to make? Consonants prefer their own sounds. Pr or sp. Good, strong, snapping sounds, boxing sounds. Most of the time, consonants and vowels just disliked and distrusted each other. But one day, a taunt was answered with a rock, the rock with a spear, the spear with a catapult, and the catapult with war. Dun dun dun. The Vowels admirals met at battle headquarters and planned their attack. We'll hit them with our screeching sounds. Show they have no defense against the I's before E's. At the same time, the consonant generals were plotting their own strategy. Let those barnyard sounds try to stop the snarling grrrs. The Y's were a house divided. Some fought for the consonants and others for the vowels. It was brother against brother, sister against sister, parent against child. Some Y's even became spies. All the hospitals were full and overflowing. Each day, hundreds of wounded letters limped or were carried to the Red Cross stations. The letters continued to fight. On land, by sea, those T-planes, the U-boats, and in the air. So involved were the letters in the battle that they didn't notice the huge cloud of dust peeking over the horizon. Terrified scouts brought back reports of this senseless destruction left in its wake. And then it was close enough to see. All the fighting stopped as each side puzzled over the menacing intruder. Great, scrawling, scratching, scribbling, horrible, sprawling, jarring chaos. Fierce, wicked, scary lines and circles, zigs and zags with no forms at all. The consonants charged first, wave upon wave of their most fearsome combinations, the threatening walls of ms, and w's, the snake-like s's, The freezing burrs. Next came the vowels. Shrieking letters dropped from vowel planes. Noise! Sneered the evil scribble. I'm not afraid of noise. Just try to stop me. The letters panicked. All but one. The youngest Y interrupted the supreme command and commander-in-chief and whispered something which only they could hear. The commander sparked an order. 4 brave letters marched forward. S-T-O-P. Stop. The scratching backed away. It turned around, but there was no escape. Words! Sentences! I can't fight that, whimpered the jumble. Next to them like paragraphs, pages, chapters. The scrawl rolled out of town, no more threatening than a tangled ball of yarn. The Supreme Commander turns to the Commander-in-Chief. Just think what we can accomplish together. The poems, the plays, our memoirs. Then they strolled back to the Supreme Command's tent for a couple of truly excellent chocolate cigars. Because there is nothing stronger than us and we. And that is the end of the war between the vowels and the consonants. Paragraphs beating scribbles. It's a fun time. Next up, I have Stand Tall, Molly Lou Melon. That's written by Patty Lovell and illustrated by David Catrow. I hope you enjoyed the first one, but we're going to keep on keeping on. So this is Stand Tall by Molly Lou Melon. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can and the world will look up to you." So she did. Not just walking, but flipping. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside you." So she did. It's a big smile. Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Sing out clear and strong and the world will cry tears of joy." And so she did. Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Believe in yourself and the world will believe in you too." Wait, nope, that's how the cameras work. And so she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends, leave her home. And start in a new school. Which is always scary. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her a shrimpo in gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown. All the children thought, "Wow, she's good." And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. Ronald. Oh, that's Ronald. And that's Ronald. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky Tooth Beaver, while Molly Llewellyn took out pennies, stacked 10 high in her teeth, and smiled as big as the day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck. Honk, honk." While Molly Llewellyn sang out a quack, strong and clear. So strong and clear that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she made a snowflake all wrong, but Molly Llewellyn opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed, even Ronald Durkin. On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Llewellyn a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Llewellyn took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. "Dear Grandma, I wanted to tell you everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Llewellyn." And I really liked this one as a kid because I grew up looking a little bit different than everybody. And so did Molly Llewellyn. And if she could be happy with her, I could be happy with me. So that's Stand Tall, Molly Llewellyn, again by Patty Lovell and illustrated by David Gatrow. It is a great little book. And we'll be moving on to another one that my sister loved at her request. Princess Truly and I Am Truly. This is by Kelly Greenawalt and illustrated by Emaria Rosher. And this is for both of their girls. I am truly. I like frogs and the color blue. I can climb trees and be a rock star too. I can run fast and build tall towers. I am a superhero with superpowers. I'm smart. I am studious. I'm a high achiever. I am strong. I am skillful. I am a born leader. I can sail the seas on a little boat. I can eat every bite of a root beer float. I can tie my own shoes. I can find treasure with clues. It is a fashionable eye patch. I am clever. I am curious. I am an engineer. I am confident. I am courageous. I am a volunteer. I can fly to the moon and dance on stars. I can tame wild lions and race fast in cars. I can swim like a fish. I can shoot and swish. I am funny. I am flexible. I am an entertainer. I am focused. I am fierce. I'm a dinosaur trainer. I can grow purple grapes. I can create amazing shapes. I can feed hungry bunnies crunchy carrots. I can learn Japanese and teach it to parrots. I am truly, watch me soar. I am small but mighty. Hear me roar. Sister always liked that part. I can do anything I set my mind to. Do you know that you can do all these things too? You are truly fabulous. Yeah. So that's I am truly, Princess Truly and I am truly. My sister always really liked this one because it reminded her that she could do anything. And she's a rock star. And I think a lot of people need to be reminded that. Yeah, so that's 15 minutes, three stories. I think that's everything that I have ready. I hope this has been helpful and good for y'all. And I had a great time doing it. All right. Love you all. Stay safe. And goodbye.